Well, good morning. How y'all doing today? Or night or evening, however you find this and what time you find it. But thank you guys for coming in the room. And yesterday I had a lot of great interaction and support. And I appreciate you guys. You know who you are. Right? That was such a great thing for me to do. Like, it was so authentic, original. I didn't make it up. It was me being me, telling my business, right? But I included, man, this drink shaking too much. I included a family member, and let's just call her Aunt Fruity Loop. Aunt Fruity Loop is mad. Aunt Fruity Loop got mad. She inboxed me mad about it. And she, I shouldn't have said some things, or I left out some things she said, right? So I'm going to touch on some of the things I remember reading in her message. And, this is how we're going to communicate. Because this is my new job. I get to sit online and tell my business and just be myself, like normal self. Like, I feel like the young girl that used to be in the room waiting for my parents to leave out the house, and I'll just be in there bullshitting around, playing in the mirror. Not that I was, thinking I was cute, but you know how little girls play? Playing in the mirror, talking to myself like my father would do before he would go to school. He would plan his day. So I'm using this as that. This is my whamra. It's called a whamra. Not a camera. It's like wow and camera mix. Whamra. It's my whamra. This is my whamra. Y'all is my audience. This is my world. This is my life. And what I had to do to get to this point was surrender my burdens and let them go and put my heart to rest. Like, I had a broken heart for so many years, right? And it's because I cared so much, and I cared what people thought. I cared how people felt about me. I cared so much that I didn't care about me. I cared too much about other people. So, I give a fuck if you get mad. If, like I said, if you were in my life and we had experienced something together and it's a great story and it can help somebody else out, I'm telling it. I'm telling my story. I might not tell everything that you had going on in the story, like if you and I did something illegal together, long as we not, years, it's, if it was years ago and you, some of y'all can't get in trouble, right? So, you feel me? Like, y'all ain't here to even get in trouble, so I'm going to tell a story, right? Or you already locked up, so I'm going to tell a story. Because I was in it too. Like, yeah. But back to the Fruity Loop. And that name my father made that name up, I think. And me and my cousin, my oldest male cousin, I'm not gonna say nobody's names, I don't know who. Man, fuck it. I'm gonna say their names when I want to. But anyway, I'm not gonna say it today, but he know who he is too. We used to joan on Aunt Fruity Loop by ourselves together. Cause she would do the wackiest, quackiest shit. Like, she was Oppie Boots. Like, for real, she's Oppie. You know you're Opp. And it's okay. That's what you're here to do. You're a Gemini, number one. You two people down the middle. You Rabbi Being. You never know what your programming is. That's another thing, man. Y'all gotta realize y'all been programmed. I was programmed. I'm going to show you these pictures. You're going to see the program. If you got sight and you got vision, you'll see programs. You'll see that this motherfucker still, this bitch is 50. She's still acting like she's 12. You see the programs running in people. Their subconscious is constantly running. People don't know what this is, and it's so funny when you aware of the shit and you older now and you got pieces of the pie, pieces to the puzzle, that you had when you was in your 20s, but you didn't have the mind, the capacity to understand what the fuck. Now I got upgrades to this reality, and I know I'm going all over the place, but I'm so excited because my energy, I feel my 25-year-old self again. For real, like the things that I learned then, but I didn't know what to do with it. I was afraid of it. Like, whoa, instant manifestation on fleet, but I'm scared of it because I'm like, what? I said something about Donnie Simpson, now I'm working with him tomorrow? No, what the fuck? So, that's just like giving a baby a Uzi. They gonna be, I was so young and so victim. I could not live life properly because I would set myself back because I cared too much about other people and what they thought. And I was scared of myself, scared of the power that I possessed. I thought it was something wrong with it. But it ain't. There's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with being a creator. I'm a creator. Have been. That's what I came here to do. That's what I came here to do. And I have so many different creations of myself that I've created just in this 148 years. But they not all that brag. Like, well, I'm going to brag about them because there's a lot of drastic changes I done been through in my life. And some of them changes I went through, I looked at some of the pictures and I couldn't even recognize myself. I'm like, who is this guy? Like on some real shit. Like me right now, you can tell I'm a woman. If you can see, come on. I don't look that much like a man. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm right down the middle right now. Even down to my mannerisms. I can still give you a cute little, I'm more like a faggy. Right? So I done blended the Lakia and Source together, and he, she, him, her is so whole and complete that can't nothing twirl it no more. Can't nothing make it feel bad about itself because it's great. It knows its purpose. It knows it's more than this body. It knows that it's outside of this body and this reality. It knows now. So when I refer to it, I mean me, him, all, it, the all, me, Source, one. I know who I am now. I know I'm not just this avatar. And I don't feel the same you feel no more about your feelings. I could give a fuck right now. I really can. I don't have to go to another funeral that I don't want to go to. I don't have to say I love a person I really don't fucking like ever again. I don't have to be around a person I don't really fucking like ever again. Do you know how fucking depressed I was being around people I did not even like? And I knew did not like me or jealous of me. That shit is like, why would you put yourself through this shit? But I know what I did. I came into this game called life to, of course, play it, but I went deep into the double sleep mode, right? I went into the trenches of this game. Like, trenches, like you would never believe what I got. Like, people got these same stories, but these, cause no, wow, what? Bro, I went deep, but stayed right by the door before the real twirling was going on. Like, I ain't never killed nobody. Wanted to, but I didn't. I ain't never did nothing crazy. I wanted to so bad, but I didn't get to do nothing like that. I probably would have been locked up somewhere. I know in other lifetimes I did it, but I didn't do it this time. And just the stuff that I've seen physically or hearing, going to sleep to gunshots as a child. You can hear Uzis going off across the street. Like, I lived in the trenches, but I was sheltered. Like, single family home, good parents, they were home, they were together, they died together, they lived together. But I was always around the thieves, dope fiends, crackheads, gangsters, pimps, hustlers, and con artists all my life. I had to walk past dope fiends on the ground to get to school sometimes. Walk past crackheads that's been up all night. Lady who used to be super thick in 2 weeks. I done watched people deteriorate over 2 weeks with the crack that used to be out in the 80s. I'm a 70s baby. I lived through the mid-70s. I was born in 75. There's a lot of my people dead that grew up with me. Or they old in the mind. And they fucked up taking medication they probably on. I mean, I told you what I was on. Because what we went through. I know what I came into the game for. Now, I came into this game to show that you could get out of the hell you put yourself in. I wanted to go straight to where the pit was and just look at it. I ain't jump all the way in that bitch, though. I was there, though. I seen some shit. Like, I could have been involved in some crazier things. And I'm going to get into that. But like I said, the game is designed for you to bet your energy. Outside of this, it's all energy, right? Let me slow it down for you so you can understand what I'm saying. Outside of this reality, it's all energy. Nothing but energy. Pure, just abundant energy. And it's never an end to it. And it will never be a beginning to it. It just is. Right? So inside of that, that's source. That's just the void of darkness. And then source lives forever. It never dies. And what does source want to experience if it lives forever? Forever. It will create a way to create out of nothing just to experience nothingness. That's probably a little too deep for some of you guys. But if you think about it, nothingness is source, which is everything. But it lives forever. So we created this reality so that we can come and experience death. Because we don't die. But in this reality, in this little bubble called, I'm going to call it the universe. Because it's many, many fucking universes. It's billions and billions and gazillions of possibilities. And endless possibilities. And endless games. We ain't going to go too far. Let me get back a bit. Because y'all not ready for that. I know a lot of people not ready for that. So let me calm down before y'all try to send a ambulance over here for me. But back to the Aunt Fruity Loop. Let me look and talk to you personally, Aunt Fruity Loop. And you know your name. And I'm not going to say it because you're going to keep that cute. You're going to keep that cute for a minute. But yeah, you gave me $700 before. Thank you. I would have mentioned that had I thought about it at the time, but I was just so happy that I was spewing out all my motherfucking business that I forgot about that. And never, like, I never forgot that you gave me that money, and I have not returned it to you monetarily, and I probably won't be able to no time soon, but I can. I will if it's I can do that, and I will do that. But you gave it to me as a gift, I thought. Because you didn't say, pay you back. But that's fine, too. You know what I'm saying? And I understand your feelings. But I don't have those feelings attached to your feelings like that no more. I used to care to the point where I would never say nothing like this live to nobody. Nobody would know this. And I'm not saying your name. But then you said another thing in your personal message you sent to me. You said that, what did you say? One of the things you wrote a book. Let me tell you that. You should have just called me. But you told me not to call you. That's what you said. That's how you started off. You said, don't call me no more. And then right after that sentence you said, but you can call me. So which one is it, lady? You love me. I love you, and I just know who you are. We know who we are now, and it's fine. You've always been you, and you've never changed. I just used to get tripped up by the shit you would do and say to me. You would twirl me a lot. Like, you would say some wild shit or do some wild shit, and I would be like, whoa. My other aunts did too, and y'all, woo, wow. Man. My mother, Oppie Boost too. Because she was asleep. She didn't have knowledge of self. She was asleep. All y'all sleep. And instead of you congratulating on me for being clean, you want to bring up the fact that you said that I treated my parents like shit. Let's talk about that for a second. You ain't gonna go in there. Treat my parents like shit. That's your perception. And I can see how you could think that. I can see where you getting that from. Because we only see who we are in other people. I might resemble some habits that you have going on right now. Or that you seen in yourself that you didn't like about how you treat parents. But I think I did pretty good. I love them unconditionally. I love them so much that I wanted to die with them. I almost died with them. The way I treated them was a condition of how I treated myself. I can't treat nobody better than I treat myself. I wouldn't treat myself well. So I could not treat them as well as I treated myself, lady. And that goes for you too. You cannot treat people better than you treat your motherfucking self. That's a fact. So I dropped the ball on a lot of things, but I do remember giving my mother a bath right after she had several seizures and told her to never neglect water. I remember trying to revive my father and broke a rib trying to wake him up to try to revive his dead body. I was there. And I treated him as well as I could at the time. I was on heroin and cocaine and Xanax and all types of wild shit. You know that. But you ain't try to pull me off the ledge and come back. You ain't say, listen, you looking crazy out here. Stop that shit. You can do better. Go to a rehab, something. You can get all this money. Your parents about to die. Go in a rehab. Nobody said that to me. But they didn't need to. Know why? I have been in the goddamn meetings all my life. Somebody in my family was graduating from drug school every motherfucking year. Somebody was getting their 30th month of off crack or heroin or something in my family. I done been in a meeting. I probably was my first drug meeting and I didn't know what the fuck I was in there for. Then, but I sat in there, I was probably, my first one, I was 7 years old sitting there watching my ex-dope fiend aunt get a certificate, a keychain, talking about she, whatever month it was. And she had to get up there, tell her speech, pledge allegiance to that I'm an addict joint, which I said I would never do that, because I knew something was scary about that then. Like, I just knew that was like, I pledge allegiance that I honor that I will be, and I ended up doing that shit anyway, because that's what I came to do. I actually came to become a dope addict, fiend, or whatever y'all call it, what you want to call it, use and get to the bottom of the barrel and figure out that ain't the hit, and skate out of there real quick. I came to defeat that because that's a bet I made with Source. As Source say, I want to experience the trenches in the drug life and culture. Go down there and play that game. See if you can get out of addiction. Go play the addiction game. Go play some of y'all playing, I got 3 baby fathers, one of them died. Y'all playing games that you said you was going to come down here and get over. You was coming down here to get over something or win something. These are games we're playing. So I chose to come down here and get over heartache, self-worth issues, and people pleasing, and all the emotional parts of the game that can bring you down and frequency, hold you, and you can't get out because you holding on to something that happened to you when you were 7 years old. You gotta heal your heart so that you can open up your head and you got access to all free energy. But you getting weighed down by your heart. Oh, my mother done that to me when I was this. And lady dead and gone. And you still, you know what I'm saying? That's what keeps our frequency low. All the time. Thinking about the past when you in your now moment. And it's free opportunity to create something new. I've been there. I used to just rewind fucked up shit in my head all day long. And so I was creating fucked up scenarios for myself. And that's all I'm saying. I'm going to tell my story slightly but politely. Slightly but motherfucking politely, because it's my story to tell. And if you was in my life, that's just that. I'm not going to mention your name if you don't want me to, but I might accidentally do it if it's my story. I can make up names, so I'm gonna just finesse the names. We'll call you by your nickname, but only we know who we are, so y'all can be safe. Because a lot of y'all talk about people any motherfucking way. Y'all telling y'all business. Matter of fact, a lot of y'all telling y'all business to the wrong people. You got friends and family you want to spewing out all your business to. They talking to their friends and your family about you. Why not get on here and use this and talk to this box right here and get paid to tell your own motherfucking business? Then you might get over something the right way instead of, telling the wrong people your business. I'd rather tell all y'all this and get a monetary check for it. Get monetized and just blow up on, I got time be talking to somebody else. Like I learned that lesson just last week. The ops is busy. They out here, man. They so funny though. And I used to be so affected by the ops. When I tell you I hated school because of the ops, bro. All the teachers was motherfuckers. We had maybe one un-oppy ass teacher. But he still was a weed head. And I had an alcoholic math teacher. Everybody wanted to bully me. Like, the boys wanted to bully me, the girls wanted to bully me. Like I was too cute and too handsome at the same fucking time. Didn't have the latest sneakers, but the kids really hated a field day with getting on my nerves, so I hated school. And that was one thing I had to get over. I used to dream that I didn't even graduate. I hated school so bad. I just hated being stuck in that room with all them oppy people, and I could just, hated it. You know why? Because I could hear their thoughts. I would walk in class and I could hear 30 different thoughts. That's one of my superpowers. And they used to say the wildest shit, bro. And not to know how to turn that off. Now I know how to turn that on and turn it back on and off when I want to. But can you imagine walking to a classroom and hearing 30 different thoughts? You tell the wrong person that shit, they gonna put you in a Looney Tunes house and give you medication. I call it medication. Instead of going to get medication, I medicated myself. Right? Because they tried to give me medication. It hurt my stomach so bad. And it made me so depressed. So I ended up stopping. I was going to Duke Ellington School of the Arts at the time. And I had stopped eating meat for about 30 days. I think we didn't have no food. My mother was making noodles every day. For 30 days, accidentally, I stopped eating meat through that process. And in this game, if you stop your contract with flesh, you instantly get out of the box. Like the game is open free to you and you a baby at it again and you forgot who you are. So I'm free to create and I'm free to manifest, but I don't know what I'm doing because I'm still asleep. But I done already broke the contract with the meat. So I'm cleaning my temple. My temple is clean. I'm young. I'm creative. I'm an artist. I can draw. So anything I write down at this point can come true if I had put enough energy into it. So I was creating wild, magical moments and really horrible moments at the same time because it was no ceiling or no floor for me. I could create abundantly. If I was in my lack mode, I was creating less. It just progressed. But due to me not eating meat at that young age and doing it again in my 20s, like I said, I was free to create, and what I did was each time my frequency lowered, I lowered, and I was creating worse and worse circumstances for myself, and did not know that I was falling into a pit at the time. Man, it's a fun game when you know it's a game. And you hip to it. You hip to it. It's a fun game when you know it's a game. Otherwise, I would have let Aunt Fruit Loop trip me up and make me feel some type of way about her statement she made. Because I got so many beautiful statements, and that one was, she said that she didn't put it in the chat. She gave it to me off to the side. And I was like, that was sneaky. Why you ain't put it in the chat? That's the type of shit I want. I want to talk about. This is my new job. So I want to talk about anything you got to tell me. You put it in the chat. Don't send me nothing to the side. Sneaking no mean messages to me. Lady, I still love you. Within reason. I do. Because I know you aren't Fruit Loop. I know who you are now. Thank you for what you have done for me. You done some great things. You got me over a lot of shit in a weird way. I remember you told me, this is reciprocity that you gave me. I remember coming to you when I was feeling bad once before. Maybe I do call you. You said that. You said I only call you when I want something. And maybe I do only call you when I want something. And that's when you call me. When you want something. Or you used to when I was in town, but I'm not in D.C. no more. Whenever you needed something, you can call me too. I thought that's what we did. But Aunt Fruit Loop told me, once I said, I just asked her because I had my parents had passed and I was just feeling so down and so out. And I asked her, what am I doing wrong in life? Like, that was another thing. I always needed other people's approval. And that was a hindrance. She ended up telling me, I think you give up too easy. Aunt Fruit Loop told me that. And she was right as fuck. She was like, you start things, you never finish it. You can do this, you do that, you used to box, you can draw, you model, you this, you that, but you never complete anything to its maximum potential. You used to want to act, you don't finish anything. She said that. And I needed to hear that then. It took a while to really get it. I resented the statement because I was in a fucked up mindset. But Aunt Fruit Loop, what I said about yesterday, when you told me, you didn't tell me to dig up my dead mother. You was telling, I called you about some money, and you had told me about other people asking you for money, and these other people, you told them to go dig up my dead mother. And that's how you told me the story. So I told the story just so I can tell people that they can get out of their own way mentally. That was a good case study for me. I can use all the experiences I had in my life to get this message across to people and show people that they can get out their own way. Whether it's addiction to anything, I don't care what it is. You can be addicted to licking the bus stop. I don't care what you do. But if you don't want to do that no more, it's a way I can help you out of that. By talking you off the ledge, which I always wanted people to do. I just wanted somebody to say, come here, man, and I got that. I finally got that, and it helped me. I had to write it down and really mean it, and I waited on it, and my mate right now, she talked me off that motherfucking ledge. She said, not you. I think I was on live with her on YouTube, and my baby loved me. I had her on live with me all day. I'm going all over the place. I don't give a fuck if you don't like it. So, this is my life. My baby met me online, right? And I just got to Atlanta. I was still on heavy substance. Like, I was on heroin mostly at this time. And I brought that habit with me from D.C. Drove down here in a U-Haul with all my old big ass bunch of shit with me. I brought everything I could bring with me unnecessarily. And I came down here in 2019, I think, or 2018. But anyway, she found me. We found each other online. I'm going to skip past all that other stuff, but just tell you that she saw me nod out online in a plate of spaghetti. I said, I'm talking to her and 2 other people. Because I'm thinking I still had it together. I just made the spaghetti. I got home because I've been up all day and I still got high. And this girl loved me and saw past me nodding out into a plate of spaghetti. I was like this. I had made some bomb spaghetti, but I couldn't eat it because I was so finished. But she loved the way I told stories online. She saw past the bullshit. She saw that I was in a mind state, a mindset that I could get past. And she saw that. And she came into my life and we thick as thieves. Right? So she's another reason why I'm here. On Fruit Loop, you are too. Because without you on Fruit Loop, I would have never considered a lot of things that I did. Like, I needed you too. I needed you too in a lot. You did a lot. Like, I experienced duality and it was so weird the way you show your duality. Like, Aunt Fruit Loop did this to me one day. So we lived so close to each other. My mom would always throw cookouts and stuff. I don't know, this one day in the summertime. But for a month, right, I was playing a game on my Nintendo. I think it was maybe a PlayStation at the time. And it was Tetris or something. And it was the one where I was on the last board and I was about to finish the game. So I would pause it and keep it. It took me a month. And I would pause this game and keep this game playing. But on pause till I get back from the barbershop. So I'm going to get this bitch. I knew I was going to get that bitch that night. Aunt Fruit Loop came over for cookout. Now, she the type, she this her house too. She don't give a fuck. She coming upstairs. I could be in the bed naked. She teeny weeny one of them, because that's what they used to. My mother called me teeny weeny one of them, right? And so she had smashed all the words together. Teeny weeny one of them, and she would run her ass upstairs. I'm in there in my room. You don't gotta go in my room, Aunt Fruit Loop. She went in my room while I was in the shower, y'all, and turned the motherfucking game off. Bitch. Aunt Fruit Loop turned my PlayStation game off. Bitch. That I was about to win after the cookout. I was going to come back, play the game. I was going to win it that night. I had it on pause. Y'all remember the PlayStation? Probably the first black box looking one, but I had a Tetris game in there, and I was about to win that fucking game, but Aunt Fruit Loop turned the whole game off, and act like, oh well, I didn't know. First, why you in my room, Aunt Fruit Loop? You don't live here. So that's how I know you was planted in my life to show me duality. I was about to win that game. It was in my room all by itself. It wasn't bothering nobody. But Aunt Fruit Loop came over and say, Bloop up. Bravo, Aunt Fruit Loop. You made me feel it that day. You made me know it. You was like, girl, this is a bigger game. Get into this game. That's what I learned from you, Aunt Fruit Loop. Aunt Fruit Loop, because I can't say your name because you say I'm telling our business. It's my business first. Okay? And it makes me feel better to tell my business. And I'm going to get paid doing it. Not just sitting around here talking about people and not get paid to do it. I'm going to get monetized on here. I got a YouTube channel. I'm going to push these videos over there. I'm going to teach people how to get out their own motherfucking way by using my story. I got a lot of shit to tell y'all. And it's funny. What's up, baby? What's up? Hey, I meant to hit you up in the back end, but, you know, I had on Fruit of Loop problems. So I'm going to hit you up in a minute, right? But thank you for coming in the live. Yes, I'm telling her, and Aunt Fruit of Loop know I got some stories on her. She better tread lightly with me, Aunt Fruit of Loop. And cause we named you that for a reason. You know what a Fruit of Loop is, ain't it? Huh? Something that's in a loop. And it's fruity and it's loopy. You get what I'm trying to talk about? And that's okay. You can be a fucking Fruit of Loop, Aunt Fruit of Loop. And I still love you. My father named you that shit. Tony named you Fruit of Loop. Or something, Dingbat or something. I don't know if you knew he called you stuff like that. But he did. Because you used to do the wildest shit. Why would you come and turn my fucking game off, lady? Huh? Now you on here talking about, man, I'm going to read her letter to y'all. That's what I'm going to do. The letter she wrote to me. It really is a book. She wrote a book. And my cousin, one of my little cousins, she gave me a nice little comment. It's down in the comments from this yesterday live. Y'all go read them comments, man. They was in there talking about, I'm telling all my problems. Everybody telling theirs. That's what we need to do. Y'all get on here and tell y'all business anyway. Get paid to do it, and that's it. I ain't got time for the bullshit no more, though. Anything y'all did with me that was illegal, I'm telling it. Like, I got a girlfriend, we used to go steal together. I'm going to tell that story. Hey, I had to go pick your ass up from all the damn places you was stealing for nothing, and we had the money. I'm going to tell them stories, too. We used to steal together and had the money. I done did some shit. I done did some crazy shit. I was in jail on my 21st birthday for shoplifting. Wow, dummy. Wow, big dummy. And they looked at me like I was stupid when I was in there. I was in court. That's what I was in court on some fucking shoplifting at out Pentagon City. What, bitch? You went to where? I think it was Nordstrom fucking Rack or some shit like that. And I got caught on my 21st birthday. They had me in court talking about, yeah, I stole that. How much was it? 10. It was like $100 worth of shit. Why didn't you just buy that, girl? Because I got a high from it. I was getting high from the wildest things during that time. And I'm going to show y'all the pictures to match these experiences. So I just came on here to vent real wildly and give y'all me for a second. I want to get in Aunt Fruit of Loop's business. Because she wrote me a mean letter. Talking about what she was talking about. Lady. Stop it now. And ain't nobody trying to fight. Ain't nobody trying to fight you. Talking about, what you say? Lady say, I don't know. I can't even remember what you said. But you was talking about fighting. Ain't nobody trying to fight. Man, please. You know better than that, lady. You don't fight. You're a lady. Lady? Ain't nobody coming over here to fight. I love you. But you just, my Aunt Fruit of Loop. And you know what you said was, you ain't had to say that. But you do that to show people their growth. You are duality. You're a Gemini, so you have to show duality. Y'all remember the line from yesterday? Family think that therapy is, yes, I'm trying to tell you. They would do the wildest shit. Yes, my platform is that, yes, thy therapy of thy Lordeth graceth me with my owneth, bitch. And I don't have to do shit but do this every day. And I can help people while doing it. Who don't want to know a good fucking story and learn from it? And it's entertaining. I'm not going to make it boring. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be preachy at the same time. I'm funny with the shit too. So now what? You gonna get stuck like Chuck. Hey, how you doing? So a lot of these letters I ain't gonna be able to read. I'm a little younger than y'all think. But back to Aunt Fruity Loop. You're not off the hook, lady. Okay? I love the fact that we get to engage this way, because you get on here anyway every day, like clockwork. So I hope you come in, watch this live, and you know that I do have no harsh feelings towards you. I was just using you as a case study yesterday. You showed me my growth, man. That was important for me to see that I could get past that dagger you threw. And you didn't actually mean that in that way. Like, you're not conscious of what you're doing. You're only doing what you're programmed to do. You're playing a role in my movie. You're Aunt Fruity Loop. Okay? And so when you have that type of knowledge, you just can't, that should be funny. You're like, that lady said, what the fuck? But she been that way all her life. This is Aunt Fruity Loop. Okay? She be Watch when I put out these pictures. Watch when I put out these pictures. Y'all gonna see why I be lunching like I used to look lunching, didn't I, y'all? Huh? Cause y'all didn't know what the fuck sometimes. When I know some people used to be like, shorty, something's lunching about her, but she talented, she's attractive, she, whatever she's trying to be today, but something different about her. Something different about her, and I noticed the difference in everybody I see too. But I didn't notice it in myself until later. It took a while for me to be like, oh yeah, nigga, you fine. As they say here in Atlanta, nigga, you fine. Can't nobody put you out, you fine. Water can't even put me out, I'm so fine. Okay, that means I'm like that. I'm like that. I'm him, her. I'm all of that. And I used to play myself short for other people. I used to make myself so small and try to fit into this mold, this box for motherfuckers. Huh? Who don't know how that feel? That shit is a blower. That shit is a blow. Whenever you think about that, making yourself fit in, trying to make yourself fit into something, boy, that shit is a blow. And I used to do that all the time. All the fucking time. I was a people pleaser, of course, because what I do for a living is hair care and, you know, being a barber, you really pleasing people all day long. When I really wanted to be a model, I could have left DC way early in life, but I was scared. I had a poor mindset and poor self-worth. And became addicted to heroin and cocaine early in life. But in graduations, I wasn't like, I'll tell y'all that, and eventually I'll get into how I medicated myself. I'm gonna give y'all everything, cause it's gonna help someone. They need to hear this shit right now. They need to hear this. You do not have to be unhappy. And you can use your life as a way to help somebody else. And this is actually my job. I'm supposed to do this as a source player, because I'm going to wake up another source player by doing this. By saying what this is. This is a video game we in. They going to hear it. You ops, y'all not going to hear that. Y'all not going to understand what I just said. Yeah, I can still do it. Yeah, I'm going to tell whatever falls out my mouth today. I'm not writing nothing down for today. I said I'm going to speak candidly, and I'm going to just walk around the house and do what I normally do day-to-day stuff. My phone like is overheating. Yes, y'all. This is my new job. I love it. It's so fun. I don't even have to get out the bed if I don't want to. If I don't want to get out the bed, I will not get out of this bed. But I'm going to get out the bed in a minute. But yeah, Aunt Fruit of the Loop was mad at me. Good. She should be. Because she, man, that lady. You know, I used to go to high school with her when I was a baby. Like, she used to take me to her high school. H.D. Wilson. I remember that Aunt Fruit of the Loop. Remember you used to take me? It was like I know why you took me. Now, it was other girls in there who had babies already. And they was cute, but I was cuter than them kids. And you took me like, you was showing me off like you was a baby mother too, already. But you wasn't. You was my aunt. Really like my big sister. Because my mother, your mother. In a weird way. But you used to take me to school with you, Aunt Fruit. Y'all, this is one of my last addictions I gotta get over. What is in these motherfuckers? What's in here? I sleep with this. It's like a binky. My girl be trying to take. I'm like, get off my no, get off my date. We be fighting over these. What's in these? I'm going to call Putin in them. What y'all got in these? Huh? That crack in here? We be, man, if I put it down, I got to get it back. And she be like, give it here. I'm like, no, wait. I just got it. I just charged it. No. She'll grab it off the charge. I'll be mad. She in there puffing it. She's like, I'm trying to get dizzy. I'm like, no, give it to me. It's my go. Me in here like, what is in here? Crack. Anyway. Yeah, the video game, yes, it's real. Yes, it is. Oh, you know a little something. Alchemist. Okay. You be knowing something? You be learning something? Let me find out you be learning something. Huh? Wait a minute. And no, hold on. You don't be knowing something. Okay? Not for you to be knowing something. We gonna have to rap for real now, because I know you conscious. That's what I'm talking about. Your vibe will attract your tribe. If you go in and you bullshit and you talking about shit you really don't care nothing about, or looking at stuff you really don't care nothing about, or it disturbs you, you're lunching. And where I come from, lunching means you're retarded. And where I come from, retarded means you dumb. Because why would you look at something that makes you stress you or don't interest you, bitch? Bars! What did I just say? I'll look back at the live and I'm gonna make a song out of it. That's bars. But why would y'all be on here just looking at harsh, violent bullshit or shit that y'all really don't like? Watch me, because I'm gonna give you the real spill Holyfield. And I'm gonna tell all my family business on here. And I don't care what family member don't like it, neither. Huh. It's my life first. And we was together in this life. So I'm gonna tell everything I know. I'm ready to do 6'9", y'all. I'm a 6'9", y'all, and gunner y'all niggas. Even the ones that's passed away. My mother and father gonna get it too. What? I'm telling stories for the rest of my life. Because I'm a good storyteller. And I ain't got nothing else to do. Why not? Right? And I'm gonna take the pictures. Like, I got so many pictures. But I'm gonna do a ritual with the pictures. Because I'm sick of the pictures. Because these forms of me I'm about to show y'all. Bro, when y'all see these different forms of me, like I morph. Y'all know, some of y'all know, the way I morphed into things and what I was given. I'm going to take a pictures. I'm gonna have one picture at a time, maybe 2 a day, where I'm going to describe how I was happy, sad, or what drug I was on. And who I was with or dating at the time. I'm going to tell that picture's business. I'm going to tell the picture's business. Because it ain't me no more. It's whoever in that picture. It might have been Killer. I used to call myself Killer Kid. It might have been Killer Kid that day in that picture. I'm going to tell all her business that day. She don't care. She ain't even here no more. Or if it's Luck here, I'm gonna tell her pictures business too. It's my business. Source pictures too. Cause she still was growing. She's still here growing. Man, but kill a kid, baby. That daughter. That was a special type of daughter. I was bent most of the time. I don't even know how I even got clients out the shit them days. What? What? Oh my gosh. And being in DC at the time and doing those heavy type of drugs, you don't know. But people knew not to play with me. But they did try your, man, you could get crazy people. And, man, do you know what? Man, that's when I left just before they started putting, what's the name of that drug into the mix? Damn, I can't remember the name of the drug. That's how much I was scared of it. I was like, oh no, ma'am, this shit knocking people out like that. So I left DC around that time, but they started coming up the pike with it, so I was scared, and that's another way I ended up stopping, because I didn't want to die, because I can't. Not K2. It was, I used to do heroin, so I would do cocaine, powder coke, and powder heroin, but they started mixing it. Like, it's something called, damn, what the fuck is it? That's how far removed I am. I don't even think of the name, because I ain't want any problem with it. I ain't want no problems with that drug. They taking it real bad now, though. And it was killing people my age. Like, they was dropping like flies. And I was like, ooh, this is just like back in the days when crack came out. That boy. They called it the gnaw. That nigga fit. That nigga fit came out, bitch. Division Avenue, stand up. Y'all know. Division Avenue, Minnesota Avenue. Some niggas wiped out off of that. And I was like, I was just ready to leave. And I know I had got a taste of it one day. Oh, one day. Oh, man. Do I tell this story right now? Yes, I'll tell it. I know I had a fentanyl invasion because, first of all, it's not the same high. You instantly just go into a la the fuck land. I started massaging a dirty nigga's hand out of nowhere. Like, he was my client, but he was feeling so sad that day. And I had took a hit in the bathroom and came back out, and he was looking so stressed. But his hands wasn't clean, and I just started massaging this nigga's hands, and I could feel the grit. And I drifted off like this, and I knew I was in a coma. I said, spaghetti-o. Went outside, and it was nice and cold and brisk, and I lifted my eyeball. I said, because I'm not going out, I don't know what the fuck, but I just tried to massage this dirty nigga hand. Then he need a haircut, bitch. He don't need a massage. So I went outside and got my shit straight. I was working at Salon Couture then. Salon Couture. I was smashed in there. Well, I should be smashed. I used to be smashed up in there. But yeah, spaghetti. I was in there, twirled out back, just trying to get. I would have went through some shit in there, and there's so many people. It used to be so many people in that salon that, and then I told you I could hear everybody's thoughts, right? You know how many people I could hear thoughts going forward in there. So I would self-medicate just to be in there. I would take 3 Percocets in the morning as soon as I got up, just to get there. 3 Percocet 10s. Then by noon, it's 3 more of them bitches, just to cut hair in there, because I didn't know thyself. And then by noon, by dayfall, I would want to come out of that stoop, and I'll snort cocaine. So that's when I started blending, and I was just playing chemist. with my emotions. Like, I was just trying not to feel shit in there. It was too much for me at the time. I'm like, what the fuck she just say to her? And one over here and one here. I'm like, I ain't crazy. I know I ain't crazy. I know I just heard. And I see the faces that they making. They don't like each other. But I heard her just say, fuck that bitch in her mind. So I'm in there hearing everything. I'm not eating meat. Or was I? I think I was still eating a little seafood at the time. I went back to meat. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'll talk about that in another live. What meat does to your body. And why you can't get to the frequencies you're seeking because you're eating dead flesh. Now I'll talk about that tomorrow. I'll add that in after I talk about some more Fruit of Loops stuff. Because she's a meat eater. And I stopped eating meat and she was jealous. Fruit of Loop. Fruit of Loop used to try to make me eat meat. Because she was jealous because I wasn't eating no meat. Fruit of Loop. Anyway. Yeah, so Salon Couture. I think that's where that's when my slip started hanging the worst for me. When drug addicts or ex-dope fiends say your slip hanging, that means that you can see, you know how girls' slips get to hanging and past their skirt. That means, nigga, I see what you got going on under that skirt. So my slip started hanging real heavy around that time. I had just lost my aunt, one of my favorite aunts. And she was so funny. And I just started medicating because my parents started getting sick. I could see the day was going soon too. It's a shocker to see people who should not have deteriorated. Because I know what the illnesses came from, how they start in the mind and they end up in the body. And I'm like, Dad, you so sharp. You always wanted to eat fruit. But you had millions of motherfucking Mountain Dews in the back of your car. Like, you was total duality also. Like, you would tell me to do as I say and not as I do. But how can I do that when I want to be just like you? You understand? So, he's a phenomenal energy, period. When I started getting into my stories about my dad and how when he passed and his energy still came, like, in another person right the next day. Like, he a beast in this game. My mother a beast too, because I am her. But my father, that nigga a beast. He came through the TV one day on my ass. He interrupted the TV feed on my ass, me and my mother. I'm going to tell that story tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'm going to write that down. That's the story I'm going to tell about him. And her and I. And I'm going to talk about a little Fruit of Loop and a little bit of something else I said. But today, I'm going to go live again around about 7 and show y'all the pictures. Or I might come back around, what time is it? Around 12 o'clock. I'm going to come back and I'm going to show y'all the pictures and everything on how, one or two pictures. I'm going to explain one or two pictures of myself. About 12 o'clock. And see y'all later.